Hello, thank you for being here. After I put the installation of this Corvette 1974, I will make the carpet for that part right there, and you will see everything. I will show you how you can do it. I will show you on the driver's side. Why the driver's side? Because the driver's side is harder than the passenger side, and I will do all the back. To do this, you have to measure in all those pieces and never cut them exactly. You have to give like 3-inch extra in each side. That way you are not fighting where you are going to put everything on. And as you see all the part, I will make that part too. That part is like a little bit harder. The piece from there is 25 by 40, and the part from the center is 16 by 32. I will cut all those pieces. Never use a cut pile or trunk lining for this kind of car. Cut pile and trunk lining are most for trunk and dashboard. That is the carpet. That is a cut pile carpet. It's a good quality carpet. It's for auto, and they have they sell something similar for a boat, but those one are different, like a marine. You see that F in front. You have to make sure to run all those pieces the same way, because it change color if you run one different way. I already measure all those pieces. Like I say, do not if you measuring is highlight 40 by 20, give extra. Give like 3-inch extra on each side or 2-inch extra on each side, and that way when you put glue, you are not going to fight in put them on. So I will start cutting all those pieces, and to do this, because you have to sew or use the sewing machine, you have to know how to use the sewing machine. Other way, you have to cut it and you won't be able to sew in those pieces. You have to have a sewing machine, and I will start with that piece. That piece is a hard piece because the shape that I have, but I will leave the bolt inside, and I will leave that piece inside, and later on I just will cut it. So like I say, I'm going to disconnect that hose, and I'm going to put a lot of glue. Why a lot of glue? Because I will pull the carpet a lot. That will require a lot of glue. You have to mold in that carpet into that fender in there. So I will start putting glue. If you don't have a glue gun, might be hard for you to do it, but that's not an excuse. You can still able to do it. The thing will take you time to do it. Will take consume time. Why? Because you have to put the glue in the container. You have to use a brush. Then you will apply glue on carpet. Then put glue on the fender, and you have to go a little by little by little. Like the way I'm doing, I put glue on all one time, and I will do the same with the carpet. I will put glue on the carpet all at one time. That's the way I do it. To do this, you have to have like experience, but don't worry if you don't have experience. Just make sure to let the glue dry. How long is the proper time to let the glue dry? Well, depends on the weather. If it is hot, the glue might dry fast. If it is cold, the glue might take time to dry. The land down glue is like from 30 seconds to 1 minute dry. The process of dry. If you let like 2 or 3 minutes or 5 minutes, it will dry. But if you want to, if you don't want to put more glue, you have to use like a heat gun. You have to put like warm the carpet. Heat gun to put the hot air. But right here, I already put glue on there. I'm not going to show you how to put glue on the carpet because it's the same. I just got that big piece of carpet. I didn't show you how to measure in this piece because it doesn't make sense. You can see it on there is 25 inches by 40. That's the side that I measuring. Then I go with that side and cut the carpet basis on that measurement. So I will make that hole. The first thing that I will do is put the carpet on the right, placing the carpet on the right, and then I will cut that hole in there. That metal, I have to cut it. See, do not apply pressure until you're making sure that carpet is on the right place. I don't want to make that hole before making sure the carpet is right, placing right. So now I know the carpet is placing right, so now I will cut it. I will cut that part. In order to keep going, I have to cut it. So I already cut it. I just put the carpet inside that metal, and now I can start gluing the carpet. And you have to pull it. You see, I pull it, then I rub. That's the way it should be. No wrinkle on this part. And some carpet, the cup iron is a nice carpet, and you can pull it and play with it, trying to get rid of the wrinkle. On some carpet, you have to make cuts. You have to make hands. You have to take it to the sewing machine to do that piece, because the carpet, some carpet are so hard, like a chipboard. But to avoid those things, cut pile is a good hard carpet. There are 3 different kind of cut pile carpet: the good one, the middle one, and the lower quality. I don't recommend you to go for the lower quality. Go for the expensive one or the middle one. Never use the middle quality, the lower quality on car, especially on the floor. No. You can use the lower quality on door panel, on things like that, but never put them on the floor, because I don't recommend the lower quality. I have been noticed people use like outside carpet for this part. Outside carpet for the trunk, I don't recommend it, but if you want to use it, go ahead. It look good and it stretch it a lot. The outside stretch a lot and it look good. See, the part is almost done. The thing is that I don't have no room right here. I am working like uncomfortable right there because it's not room. But I don't have no choice. That's how they made this car, and I have to make the carpet. Now I have to make the hole right there. There is a hose in there, a clear hose. That is for the drain. When it rain, water go through a certain part of this car, then the water go out through that hole right there, and I have to make a hole in there. Then I will put that hose on that hole. You see that I am putting the carpet behind the hose. Okay, when the carpet is done, I will make the, see, now I'm going to cut it right here. When everything is done, there is a panel that is going on that part right there, and you won't see nothing on there because there is a plastic panel. I will make a video related to how you can cover that panel. It's kind of hard to cover, and I will cover with I will use vinyl because the shape that it have. Of course, you can put a lot of stitches. If you put stitches, will be so easy to do it. But if you try to make it on one piece, that's a time and like a certain skill to do it. But like I say, don't worry about it. I will show you how you can do it. That will be in another video. So I am cutting all the extra carpet in there. This piece right here take time. Take time because how that shape that it have. And I am making this the first piece. So I got it right there. I'm making sure everything go in right there. I have to cut it right here. I will put another carpet on that area right there, the back wall. So I just remove. Now I'm going to remove all those extra pieces, and I am making that cut in there because another plastic with carpet is going to be on that way. I have to cut it nice right there. Okay, I cut that part already. So one more thing. Cut the hole for the making the hole on the carpet. I have to make the hole. Do not make the hole too big. It's better to make it small and go adjust it little by little. Other way, you might see the hole is big. You might see part of the insulation, and sometimes customer don't like when the hole is big, so because he can see it, but there is the hole, and I put the hose inside the hole in there. So in case if it rains, the water is not going to go through inside the car. Will go through that part right there and will go out. So I got that part. You can see how it is. Go with carpet. So in case if it rains, there is nothing about water. So I'm going to do that part right there because this is done. I already finished the other side, so that part is 60 by 32. Okay, this piece you have to cut it with extra because you have to trace it according to the shape of that part. Then I will put a banding on the side. I am not going to put banding on the top, then on the front part. No, I'm only going to put banding on the side. First thing that I'm going to do is because there is a light, accessory light, and I have to make the hole. I am putting glue because I want to make sure to I don't want the carpet to move when I am tracing. I just put a little bit of glue, that way the carpet stainless steel, and I'm going to start tracing. Some people, they just trace that part and cut it and they put glue. I am not going to do it that way. I want to make a nice finish on that area. Even it is hard to see it. If you see it nice right now, it's because I have a big light facing to that part. But when the seats are on, that part is dark. It's dark. Even during the day, it's dark. In order to, if the customer want to see inside, he has to use a flashlight in there. But that part is hard to see. That's why a lot of people don't put like banding around there. They just cut them and leave it in there like that, and they put glue. But on some carpet, when you cut it nice, it look nice too. So you can see I'm tracing that area according to that fender wheel right there. I know for you it is hard to see because I am blocking that area right there, but you will see it at the end what I'm doing. In case if you don't get it, that part you see, you can see it now. I am tracing. This part has to come in place, no wrinkle. No wrinkle. It doesn't make sense because it's flat to come out with wrinkle. So I got that part and I'm going to do the other side exactly like this, and you can see them on there. See, I just have to put a mark in there because I will have to trim a little bit more. I just noticed right now, so I have to trim a little bit more. Then I have to take it to a sewing machine. I'm not going to show you the other side how to cut it, how to trim, because you can get the idea just by watching me doing this side. So one more thing that you have to take care is put some mark. Make sure to put some mark. I put a mark right there. That way when I am gluing this part, those marks will guide me. If those marks are matching, that means that I have placed the carpet on the right. The carpet is placing right. So always keep on mind to put mark on the carpet. So I got it. So now I have to sew in. This is the binding that I'm going to sew in. It's already made. Sometimes when I don't have the same color, I make it out of vinyl. But good I had this color, so I just was sewing around those edges. On this process, you have to know how to use in the sewing machine. I recommend you. In case if you don't know how to sew in, you have to practice it a lot before. See, I am sewing that part. I am using like a attachment, banding attachment. You can see it on there. I have it, but I'm not using it. Why am I not using it? Because I want you to see it. You have to learn in this way before you start using any accessories. Because otherwise you will be cheating yourself. See, I just fold it by half. And I made those cuts in there because I want the vinyl, that banding, to molding around the carpet. Other way, if you don't make those cuts, that part might come out with wrinkle, and I don't want that. That's what I am making those cuts. So I'm only going to show you one side. Then by watching me how to do this, you will get the idea how to do the other part. That way I save time, and it is not hard for me to edit the video. See, I put it by hand, and look how nice it is. So now it is time to glue that part on here. I will put a lot of glue. Those white, I don't like it. The customer wanted outside, but I will put them inside. But in case if the customer wanted to take them out, I will make easy way how he can take them out. So I am putting a lot of glue. Like, I don't want this part unglued later. And I will do the same thing with the carpet. A lot of glue. After I put glue on both parts, now it is time to glue in that part in there. So just remember those marks. Make sure those marks match each other. So as you can see right there, I put in one mark on top of the other one. And same thing on the other side. After you put in those marks all together, you have to put the carpet and glue it. Then you have to make the hole for that light. Make sure no wrinkle. And I got that part in there. I just have to put the lime in there. And that light comes with 2 screws. Just make sure to trim the carpet on that area because you have to put a ball in there. And if that ball gets hot, you don't want to burn that part of the carpet. So that's what trim around that chrome. It's not chrome, it looks like chrome, but it's plastic. So that light is working, so that means it's good. So this part is done. This trunk is done. For the small space right there, it takes time, and it is like kind of no hard, but it takes time to do it. I can't fit on that place, too small, but it's done. So now it is time to do this wall in there. Just cut the piece like I say, use the measuring tape. If it has 60, cut in 63. And the other side, if you have like 20, cut 23. That way you have 3 inches extra to play with the carpet. So I am putting glue on that area right there. And that part is easier to glue it because it is flat. And I already put glue on the carpet. See the carpet? See those look like a wrinkle, but when they fold it, I don't know why they fold it like that. And that part has to look nice at the end. First thing, you have to place the carpet right before you start making any cut. So I will make one cut right there, but before to make it, I have to make sure it fit well. So I am making a cut right there. That cut is like a Y, so I have to stretch this carpet. Stretch Y because when they fold it, when they chip it, when they roll it, they make like a roll, and I have it on the table, and I have some other material on the table, so that's what made those like a fold in there. But like I say, those wrinkles should come out. And it is easy. This one, it doesn't require banding around because plastic some shell will be go on top, cover those edges, so that's why it doesn't require it don't require like banding around. And same carpet, I'm using same carpet right here, cut pile. There are a lot of different kind of carpet, a lot of different brand, some are so expensive and some are cheaper. So I got it. You can see it is not hard to do it. It's not hard to do. You have to have the right tool. I am using a spatula right now and a scissor. That's all the tool that I am using, and I am using a chalk to trace, to mark. Is chalk that I am using. So, and I do that side, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I am cutting right there. It's hard for you to see it, but that part in there is like 4 inches go deep, because a plastic must go on top of that carpet, that area right there. But I got it, so now it is going to move the camera, that way you can have a better idea what I'm doing. And I will cut the extra carpet. This carpet has 72 inches wide. So it's always wasted carpet on this part. So I'm using a spatula and tack it in that part. And now I'll cut it right here. I will shrink a little by little. Do not try to cut them exactly the first time. No, go little by little like I did. I just cut it, then I cut them again, and you see that part is done. So I got that part. Now I have to do the front part. And I will show you, like I say, the driver's side. The driver's side is harder than the passenger side because I have to put a Cupid in there. Cupid in there. See it? Look that part in there. Look nice. It look nice. Those ones are not wrinkled. Are marked for because how it was before. Are marked but are not wrinkled. You will see it at the end. That I am not lying to you. So now I'm going to show you, like I say, how you can make the front section. I did the passenger side already. Right here you have to use you have to know how to use the sewing machine if you wanna put like heel pad right there. See, first you have to place the carpet, make sure you place it right, and there is a big curve in there. You have to make some cut. So I got that part in there. Now you have to make one cut on the right side and one cut on the left side. Two cut. I need to put glue in there to hold the carpet right because I don't want the carpet to move it. That's what I need to mold it perfect according to the form of the floor, so I don't want this part to move it. And I am cutting right there too and molding. What happens if you just cut and you don't mold it according to the floor? Well, the thing is, when you coming to glue that part in there, you will put a lot of glue, and if you want a molding, you have to apply a lot of pressure, and there will be some seams on that area right there that you don't want to apply pressure, because when you sew that part, put a stitch in there, if you put a lot of pressure, you might rip that part. And you don't want that to happen, especially in the driver's side and none of this carpet. So I am marking right there. It's very important. Then I will do the same thing right here. So I have to cut them on here. See, I mark. Then I cut it, then I put it back. In case if it need me to mark, double mark or mark them again, I will do that. So I got that part in there and you can see it. So now I will put the heel pad. This is the heel pad, it's a plastic. Just protect that area right there. In case if you don't have this kind of plastic, just get like a chipboard, cut in like that side in there, the shape of the part right there, and wrap it with vinyl. Any vinyl. Of course, you have to match it with the seat or with the carpet, the color. But that's giving you an idea in case if you don't have the heel pad. Just get a piece of chipboard and wrap it with vinyl, and you have to put it with glue and take it to the sewing. So now I trace it all around. It's good to trace it because you have to put it with glue later, and then you have to sew it. So I got it. Make sure that part is straight. Make sure that, look, now I will put a mark in there. That mark will be very important when I am putting that part, gluing that part. Same thing right here. I'm putting another mark. If you don't used to work with mark, are easier. The process to glue the carpet is easy. Just follow those marks. See, now I am putting glue on there. If you don't have a glue gun, it's not an excuse to say not you don't do a carpet because you don't have a glue gun. That's not an excuse. You can do this carpet without a glue gun. It will take you longer, yes. If you are not doing this for a living, you are doing for hobby, might take you like 1 day, but that's okay. If it take you 1 day to do this, just the floor, that's okay. Take you like 2 days to do this floor, that's okay. Remember, you are doing this for hobby, not for living. I am doing this for living, so you have to be fast and nice. See, there is the banding, so now I have to sew in. And I will show you this process too. You have to have the control of the sewing machine. The machine never ever should control you. You have to control the machine on this part. The stitch right here has to be straight. It's like a 1/4 inch all around the heel pad. For me, it is not necessary to draw a mark in there. I do this so often, but if you don't do this so often, so just draw a mark 1/4 inch. So now it is done. I have to cut the thread and make a knot for behind. That way, because I don't want to just tack in on the back on there, I prefer to make a knot in there. So that's what I made it that way. Now we'll sew this cut that I made it. We'll sew it together. Now we'll do the same thing with the other. Remember, you had two. The machine that I am using is a console 226. It's a nice machine, heavy duty for upholstery, and it's easy to fix in case if you break or to replace part are easy. Well, I know this machine like the palm of my hand. I replace part and I adjust part, so that's what I think. I say it is easy. But I have a different machine. I had to use a Brother and Yuki, and those one are good brand too. So I already sewed those pieces together. So now it is time for me to glue it to this part of the car. So like always, I put a lot of glue. In case if the glue dry, I will put more glue because I don't want to bring the heat gun in here to put hot air. Sometimes I do, but not on this car. I don't want to use it on this car. In case if you are not following me on this tutorial, I have a few videos related to this car, how to make the console, and how to install the seat. I made the seat cover, but I didn't make a video about cutting and sewing. I just made a video about how you can install. So I have a few videos related to this car. So I am putting a lot of glue in there. So remember those marks. Just make sure to make sure when you are putting the carpet, make sure to match those marks. because you don't want, in case if you don't match those mark, the helper might be crooked, and you don't want that. You want the helper to be as straight as possible. You don't want the carpet to be short on one side and extra on the other side. No, that's what I'm telling you. Follow those marks. If you put those marks, if I put those marks, it's because a reason. There is a reason why I put them on. Some people put a lot of mark on it, and that's okay. That's okay. If you don't put like help it in there, those marks are not necessary. But because the helper, I recommend you to work with those marks. So as soon as you place the helper right, so you can keep going with the rest. First, work on that area right there, making sure that plastic is placing right. So now I am 100% sure that helper is right. So I keep working on the rest of the floor. You see it? Making sure that part is coming nice. I don't want to see no wrinkle. Even right there, it will be the seat on top. But believe me, how about if you say, oh, right here is the seat, then one customer won't be able to see this part. If it is for you, you might left some wrinkle in there because it's your and you are okay with that part. But if it is for you, make to do it right, make to do it right and nice because it is for you. If it is for a customer, spend some time doing right. How about if you left some wrinkle under the seat and the customer come with you later on and he see those wrinkles? He might not like it. So that's why you have to make everything nice. So I got that part, making sure it look nice, and I am cutting the extra. You might say you waste a lot of carpet. This carpet has 72 inches, and I just cut it by half. I use one half on the driver's side and the other half on the passenger side. I just cut it that way. I just divided by 2. 72 divided by 2 is 36 inches passenger side and 32 inches driver's side. The driver's side had like 30, so I had 6 inches extra in there. And now it's time to work on this area. Make sure to mold in that carpet to the floor. Make sure do not leave that carpet on the air. It is not good. A lot of people just leave it on the air. They don't mold it, and I don't like that part. So I almost finished this carpet. This carpet takes time to do it. It's all about time. It's all about time. But I am happy because it is coming nice. It's not done yet, and I can see it is nice. You see, I am cutting on there. There are 4 holes. Make sure to make it because you have to mount the seat after the carpet. You have to put those seats in there, and you don't want to guess in later where the holes are. You don't want to make a hole on the carpet by guessing, no. So I just finished this part, and I will use like a hot knife to cut that part on the carpet later, but that would be the last part with the hot knife because I want to look nice. Even right there is that seat, and customer won't see it, but I don't like it. That's what I will use a hot knife in there just to cut that carpet, that area right there. That area won't see it because the seat is on top. So I just will use a half knife in there, cutting knives, and burn that carpet by the same time. That will be the last when everything is done. So, and it's almost done. Almost done. I just cut him right here. Most of the job is done. Just trim a little bit. I don't want too much extra carpet in there because the console will be on top. I made that console. Man, looks so nice, that console. And it is done. It is done. I just cut him on there, and then I put that chrome in there, and look it. See that part in there? I burn it. And I am learning how to use this camera. I don't like how look the center console. The center console should look different, but because I have a big light, plus the setting of the camera is not setting properly, that's why the center console look like that, but should be look different. Look shiny. It's not shiny. It's a tan color. It's a all vinyl. And look the carpet. Look the carpet. No wrinkle in there, man. I can't believe it. Look nice. And I make a lot of carpet. Believe me, I do a lot of carpet. I do a lot of seat. I live in doing upholstery, so just imagine how many carpet, how many seat, how many headliner, or everything related to upholstery. I do every day. I do a lot of things. And I get surprised. Even will look easy, but I get surprised because it look nice. And when you make something, you should feel proud about it. That's how I feel. I feel proud about this job because it look nice. I imagine when the customer come and he sees the big change. He haven't come yet, but when he come, he will see a big difference compared to how it was. I had to make part of the headliner. I had to cover some shelf in there. It's a long process, and I still working on it. Still working on it. I made a dashboard already. There is a video related to a dashboard too. And look the back, man. Look nice, huh? See, it's so dark in there. I had to put the light to see it. Never use a strong liner for carpet, like I say, or outside. Never. It's not good. It is not good. For carpet, no. Trunk lining must be for trunk, or for some people use for dashboard, but don't use for the floor. I am waiting for the molding on the passenger side. I want to make sure those hairs are running on the same direction, because when it's running on the different direction, look how it look different. But it look nice. I am waiting for that a crumb in there. Man, I can't believe it how it was, this car. And I clean it. I spent a lot of time cleaning, removing all those rust part, and I paint some part of the floor. But the floor was in good condition. The floor was in good condition. I just had to remove the old carpet, some insulation that it had. But it looked like a big mess in there. Big mess. Well, the carpet was already removed, but not all. Look right now. That's the color of the console. That I took the picture during the day. That's the way it looked during the day. That's what it say right there. Because on the night it looked different, and I know it was dark, and I was using the lime, and sometimes the light is not, doesn't help at all. So, but it's done. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoy it. I just give you an idea how you can make your own carpet, how you can make a car carpet. This is kind of time consuming because the form that the floor have, but there is not excuse to say no. If you want to do it, just watch this video a few times and you will able to do it. Look the back wall, no wrinkle in there, huh? Look nice. So thank you and see you in the next video, guys.